Hey, it's Brian here again, and today we're going over social media strategies. Small business quick tip guide. All right, so in this video, you're going to learn 5 very simple things very quickly here. And you'll learn as a business owner which networks you should target. Not all social media is the same, and it depends on your industry and objectives. Then we'll talk about how to develop objectives because, well, just posting on social media with no strategy or no end in mind will be a waste of time. You're not going to be able to reach your goals, and setting goals will actually help improve your business overall. Then we'll talk about strategize and plan, right? So how can you make an effective strategy and plan for your social media so that you can leverage your time in the best method and reach your goals? And then you'll learn about content planning and automation. So if you don't know, there's a lot of tools out there that can help you be more efficient with your time. You can do a lot of batch processing and speed up your activity on social media. And then the last thing is most important is how to build engagement, right? So how to post and get your audience to engage and look forward to seeing your posts. All right, so how to get onto social media? Well, there's a lot of platforms out there, and if you're not so tech savvy or social media inclined, hopefully someone on your team can build out your profiles. And we have a lot of posts and videos that talk about how to do exactly that because it's not so simple. You got to optimize, you need to do some media, you need to make some custom images to make it look nice. And once you put these social profiles together, you need to put them on your website and link them to one another so you can kind of spread the word. But the main goal of social media is that it helps people who are searching for your products and services, it helps them learn a little bit more about you in their preferred social platform, right? So they can always find your website, your Google, My Business listing, but the social media is a great aspect because it helps them see you from a different perspective. Okay, so the different social media platforms are very different, really. So Facebook is probably a place for everybody, okay? It has the most users. A lot of people spend a lot of time on here. And Facebook has by far the best advertising platform ever built. It really allows for things that nothing ever has or will for the time being. You definitely want to be on Facebook. Then LinkedIn is very good for business networking. If you're doing like B2B sales or you're working with other businesses in your specific industry and you're sharing a lot of industry content that's not for consumers, this is a very good place. Also very dependent on your reputation and the way that you can network. Then you have Twitter. Now, Twitter is very good for businesses who want to spend a lot of time on social media and who are in industries that are a little bit more fun and not so strict and rigid. So accountants can develop on Twitter, for example, right? It's a little bit harder, but you have to provide a lot of value, a lot of tips, a lot of information that your clients and your prospects can research about you. Twitter has by far the youngest audience, and they're not always looking to engage with businesses on Twitter. But Twitter is a good place to post a lot of media and content like that. Now you have Pinterest. Pinterest is a visual-based platform. So if you're creating something, you're a florist or you're a carpenter, a woodworker, things like this, the best place for you. It can allow you to showcase your work. Now, these are the main 4 social platforms that exist today. There are dozens and dozens more with a lot less users and audience. But depending on your industry, you'll have to do a little research and see what's out there. Find the places that your competitors are working on and kind of replicate their strategy there. Simply being on social media is great, right? You have a page, maybe some people find you, but you really need to have an objective and create content that furthers your goals, right? So what do you want from Facebook? Do you want more sales? This means you need to be able to create offers and create funnels that drive people from those platforms into a sales funnel and eventually to buy your product, right? Do you want to strengthen relationship with your customers, build brand awareness, and really take average clients and amplify them to super clients? You can do that too. What about getting reviews from prospects and clients? Social media is a great place to get reviews, just like Google My Business, because on Facebook, people are looking for reputation of a business, right? They don't want to buy from people who may or may not give them a good product or service. Then also, you can get web traffic. So you can use these platforms to drive people from social media onto your website. So maybe you want them to learn more about you or go through some kind of action process on your site. That works too. Now, if you talk to people who hire a social media agency, the number one thing that they say is that they want to go viral. Well, going viral is a moonshot, right? It's like winning the lottery. And if you're a good content creator, maybe you'll be able to go viral, or maybe you'll get a large audience, a large viewing in your local market or nationwide, but it's exceedingly rare and hard to do. So this is a goal that everyone should focus on, but you achieve this by posting a lot and high quality content. Okay, so how do you achieve your goals? The strategies are viability studies, okay? So basically, what is it going to take for you to post content? Do you have someone who can write blogs or write social media content or make a web page, a landing page? Do you have photographers? Do you have media? Is this something you're going to have to hire, or can you use your phone? Okay, do you have existing content that you can use? Because that's what a lot of social media is. It's content, images, reviews. It's all these kinds of things. And if you don't have any of this stuff, it's going to take you a little bit longer. It may take a little bit more effort to really get situated, right? Now, assigning roles. Who is going to be doing this? Is it you? Is it someone on your team? Is it the reception? Is it an intern? Is it a social media manager? All of these are possible, but they all come with costs. Now, creating the content. Does your industry lend itself to being fun? Does your industry lend itself to educating your prospects? Because those are the best times that you can create a lot of content, a lot of quality content. Then developing the calendar, right? So putting together your content plan for a longer time frame and building out the content, the posts, the images, the calls to actions, the offers that may be exclusive to social media. And then also you're going to want to implement KPIs, key performance indicators, right? So what are your goals? What are the metrics that you're going to use to track those? Is it increase in website visits? Is it conversions? Is it phone calls? Is it increase in walk-in traffic? These are all the kind of things that you're going to want to establish before you begin your social media strategy, so you can kind of monitor your progress and see if it's successful, because if it's not, you're going to need to reanalyze and do something a little bit different. Now, social media also allows for using of tools and automation. Nearly all of these tools here on the right can integrate with the social media platforms, and it allows you to schedule something today for the whole month. So you can spend 4, 5, 6 hours today and build out content, load pictures, and set your whole month straight so that you don't even have to really look at your social media for this whole month. You don't have to log on at 8 in the morning and make a post. You can post it today and schedule them all out for the rest of the month. Now, the one thing you need to do daily really is engage, see what people are saying, and respond to inquiries, right? But the planning can all be done now. This is very effective. There's a bunch of tools that we suggest you can use. They're all different price points and they have different integrations and different capabilities. So you'll definitely want to look at those. All right, so when you post on social media, you really want to engage your audience. You want them to do things for you. You want them to be content creators for you and further your objectives. So you can ask them to reply with photos, right? Ask them to show their products and services in use, their experience, the before and after or something. You can ask them to respond with their stories, their anecdotes, basically a different version of a testimonial or a review. You can also ask them for tips. So get their suggestions or recommendations, right? You don't have to be the authority figure for every single thing. You can ask them for tips. And you want them to share your posts with their friends, right? That's basically referring a friend that can help you grow your base. If they tag you or share your post with a friend, it's basically them endorsing your business. All right, so here's an example of how to get them to share with their friend, right? So if you tag your Valentine in the comments and go into their store and post the story, you can get a bunch of free stuff. All right, so now the biggest thing, don't forget, not all your posts can be offer. You can't be selling all the time. No one's going to want to follow you because they know what you sell, right? You need to post 80% of your content needs to be informative, entertaining, conversational, fun, and help them out, okay? Provide value. That's what social media is for, providing value. And the other 20%, you can be advertising a product, giving a special offer, talking about your business, and self-promotion type things. But that needs to be the smallest percentage of your posts. So here's a dental post. This is a straight up self-promotion. Come visit us. We're the best dentist around. Here's our address. Now, they need to be posting 4 times more content than this that's informative, engaging, and providing value, right? This is just one that's saying, hey, come on into our office. Now, social media is a long-term play. So don't think that just you posted 5 times and you didn't gain 100 new followers or 3x your business. It doesn't mean that you're failing. This is a long-term strategy. It has to be done day in, day out, and do it in batch processing, right? So you can plan out today, post for your whole month, okay? And a lot of businesses that don't do this, they say that social media doesn't work for them. Well, that's true. But, if you're posting once a month, once every week, something like this, it's not going to work. It's a slow game. All right, so hopefully this helped you out. If you had no idea about social media, hopefully this pointed you in at least a little bit better of a direction. A lot of our posts on our blog, we have other videos that are informative and can help guide you in this regard. We also have a product, Marketing Watchdog, which can help give you checklists and audits for anyone on your team or any outsourcers that you contract with to make sure that they are transparent and you are setting good objectives and doing all the best practices.